So it's been a week since I, parted ways in my relationship. I initially needed a break, and I believe that I'm still not ready because it's a lot to process, a lot to think about, and overall, I think I know in myself that I'm not healed from a lot that I went through in this relationship, and I came to the conclusion where I actually started to lose myself in the relationship. And I did wait a long time to set any boundaries, because when I walked into this relationship, I didn't know what boundaries were. I thought the boundaries were you're just loyal to each other and you respect each other, right? That's just, I've always been the type of person to respect others, and I would have liked to be respected in other areas as well, but I thought that respect was the loyalty. So I now, with the experience and the knowledge that I have, and I have grown, I've realized what it is that matters to me. And it's tough to choose yourself when you are in love with the person, and it just feels like you're ripping a band-aid off, right? And you stuck a knife in your stomach and you ripped everything inside out. That's how I'm currently feeling, right? And from sleeping with the person for years and hanging out with them, having dinner with them, today, it's funny that I woke up and I was like, I wonder what he's doing, right? Because today we're both off work. And it really hits me at night too. It really hits me. And it's like, I know I need to give the person space because I made my choice. And every time I see a car that looks like their car, I always look. Because I'm hoping that they'll come look for me, or I don't know, I just know that in order for growth to happen, and if it's still meant to be with the growth that we do aside without each other, I believe that we could both be the partner that we always envision each other to be for each other. And I know I have a lot of forgiving and forgetting to do. I was hurting a lot, and I still am, right? I was hurting a lot, and I just felt unworthy. I begged for a long time to be treated a way, or to be recognized in a way, or to be, complimented, or be seen, be truly seen. Ever since I began dating in this relationship, I was consistently working on myself. I was consistently working on how can I be a better partner? How can I be a better woman? And not only for my relationship, but for myself and in the future, because what I did in that moment mattered and has given me the results of who I am today. But one thing I didn't really have was that respect for myself on how I was getting treated. And it wasn't all the time that I was being treated bad, but it was little things. And it will build up to something big, and I realized what matters in life to me, and I need somebody that's patient. But I'm patient with myself, you know? I don't harm myself, or I don't hurt myself in the same ways. So it is a lot to think about, like, you know, being in a relationship. It is a lot. It's constantly working with each other, not against each other. And I slowly began to put a wall up, because there were things that you shouldn't say, you know? There's always things that you shouldn't say to your partner, and I believe that words cut pretty deep. I could get physically hurt, but I'll heal. But it's the fact that, like, they'll tell you these really harmful, hurtful things, and once you walk away, it's like, I see you. Like, I actually finally see you, and I respect you, and it's kind of like wow, like, I would have wished that we would have came to that realization while I was still in this relationship, because I would have never had to leave, you know? I would have never had to make that hard decision to actually leave. I spent 3 years in a relationship, and he's my first love, you know? He's my first. I'm sorry. It hurts every day, you know? I still love him, you know? I just can't bring myself back yet. I know change takes time. It took me time to change. And I will forever be grateful with them. And if you happen to be listening to this and you could relate in a way, or if I'm just talking nonsense, I understand how it feels, you know? I truly do understand, and I know nobody is perfect. I was imperfect. I made mistakes, you know? But treasure your relationship while you have it. And God will always be with you guys if you put him in front of your relationship. God will guide you the way. And if my relationship is meant to be, God will make sure that our paths cross again, and we will both be in a better place to be able to fully fulfill each other to our fullest capacity. Both healed and both ready for what's to come.